The Undertaker, a name that sends chills down the spine of every wrestling fan. For over 3 decades, he was the Deadman, the most feared, most respected, and most mysterious figure in WWE history. But behind the black hat, behind the smoke and the darkness, there was Mark Calloway, a man who lived through an era that changed wrestling forever, the Attitude Era. And for the first time, Undertaker revealed what life was really like behind the curtain. It wasn't just about the battles in the ring, it was about living like rock stars on the road, with fame, chaos, and temptations at every corner. What did the Deadman see? What did he live through? And what memories still haunt him? Let's dive into his chilling yet fascinating reflection. The rise of a wild era. The late 90s. Wrestling wasn't just wrestling anymore. It was a cultural movement. The Attitude Era brought WWE into living rooms across the world with rebellion, attitude, and controversy. Stone Cold Steve Austin smashing beers, The Rock electrifying crowds with catchphrases, DX breaking every rule in the book, and standing tall among them was The Undertaker. But what fans didn't see was this: while they were watching chaos unfold on television, the wrestlers themselves were living in a chaos even greater, a lifestyle that felt more like a touring rock band than a sports company. No days off, the grind behind the curtain. Undertaker revealed that the schedule was relentless. "You didn't get days off," he said. "We were constantly traveling. One night you're in New York, the next night you're in Chicago, then you're flying across the country again. You'd wrestle, drive for hours, sleep for a couple, and do it all over again. Imagine the exhaustion. Imagine your body aching, but the roar of 20,000 fans demanding more. And so, you go out there again. The adrenaline was the fuel. The crowd was the drug. But the question is, how long can anyone truly live like that?" Rockstar nights, brotherhood, and chaos. After the shows, the superstars weren't going back to quiet hotel rooms. No, they were stepping into a different kind of spotlight. Undertaker explained, it was like being part of a rock band. The shows ended, but the night didn't. There were parties, celebrations, fans everywhere. You couldn't escape it, and honestly, you didn't want to. The wrestlers traveled together, fought together, partied together. It was brotherhood mixed with madness. And Undertaker, though one of the most respected leaders in the locker room, was also part of those unforgettable nights. But with every celebration came a price. Late nights meant even less rest. Temptations grew stronger, and the road became even harder. So the real question was, how many superstars could survive this wild rhythm? Living a double life. This is where the story takes a darker turn. On TV, The Undertaker was the Deadman, cold, soulless, and terrifying. But off camera, Mark Calloway had to live up to the myth every single day. Fans expected to see the Deadman even at airports, hotels, and restaurants. And so, the line between character and reality blurred. "You never turned it off," Undertaker admitted. The fans wanted The Undertaker 24/7. And that's who they got. But imagine carrying that weight everywhere. Imagine being forced to live your character at all times, while your real self slowly fades into the background. The toll of the rockstar lifestyle. It may sound glamorous, the fame, the money, the parties. But Undertaker made it clear, the rockstar lifestyle wasn't all fun. Bodies broke down, minds struggled, the schedule crushed even the strongest. Many superstars paid the price, with injuries, burnout, or worse. Undertaker survived because of one thing: discipline. He knew that if he didn't control himself, his career wouldn't last. But even with discipline, he admits it was one of the toughest journeys of his life. Looking back at the wildest era. Today, Undertaker looks back with mixed emotions. On one hand, the Attitude Era gave him memories that can never be replaced. The brotherhood, the arenas packed with fans. The feeling of living like a rock star on the road. On the other hand, he knows it came with a cost. Not everyone survived it, not everyone came out whole. But one thing is certain, without the Attitude Era, wrestling would never have reached the level it did. And without superstars like The Undertaker holding it together, the legacy of WWE would never be the same. Final words. Undertaker's story isn't just about wrestling. It's about life at the edge. Fame, chaos, pain, and glory, all wrapped together in a journey that only a few will ever understand. For the fans, the Attitude Era was entertainment. For the wrestlers, it was survival. And for the Deadman, it was a lifetime of memories, memories of living like a rock star, while carrying the soul of WWE on his shoulders. And maybe, just maybe, That's what makes The Undertaker truly immortal.